What's going on? Rob Fish here from BikeBandit.com, and that, my friends, is the Comp boot from SixSixOne. A lot of good features in this one. Let's take a look. The basics of this boot, though, before we get into the crazies, because that's good stuff. 2 colors, black and white, and US sizes, men's 6 through 13. Okay? Quick 360 for you, and you'll notice that it is a 4-buckle boot design with a traditional sole on here. The main body of the boot is going to be cowhide. And when they attach that cowhide boot to the sole, yes, they glue it, but they also, and it's a black on black, so it looks quite subtle. The main stitching on the boot and the panels are done in white. I like that contrast, but that is very, very subtle. And it's stitched to the sole as well as glued, because when they use cowhide, it actually bites better into cowhide when you stitch through a sole. Again, double stitched all the way around, and all the plastic reinforcements all the way around the boot. Everything is double stitched. It's just good stuff, good stuff. Do you have, over the leather, do you have plastic reinforcements? You bet. Sure, why damage the leather? Scuff up the plastic. It's easier. Double stitched metal toe cap. That's kind of the mentality of, hey, I'm going to ride in steel toe boots. No, that's not a good idea, because then what you're doing is, that's actually the last thing you want, because if you actually get trapped, let's say between a rock and the machine comes down on the boot, now what do you have? You essentially have a steel toe, essentially a blade, right next to your 5 little piggies, and everybody wants to go home with all 10 little piggies. So you put the metal on the outside, and again, that's totally replaceable, just attaches via screws. Easy as that. Protect your tootsies and the boot. Why not, right? You'll notice that protection comes all the way up to that very, very stout shin plate, and on the back of your foot. Look at how far that stands off that boot. That's my finger. Again, protecting your flesh from the outside element. Put the armor, make it stand off a little bit. All that much more the better. You'll see flex accordion panels on the back. You'll see flex accordion panels on the front. Well done. On the inside, this is actually 2 layers of leather. Again, that's the new era. 4 strokes. Big exhaust pipes that get really hot, and they will melt boots if you don't have that. Seems simple, seems logical. SixSixOne taking care of it for you. There's a shot of the sole. Internally, you will never see this. That's a steel shank inside there, because what that does is that gives you, when you're on the foot peg, that gives you great support. So that the arch of your foot doesn't rainbow over that, for 1, protection and safety, and 2, just for fatigue. Keeps you on the bike, keeps you happy, keeps you riding. Let's jump inside. To get inside, of course, 4-buckle system. Because there's some serious padding inside this. Boot's a little new, sorry about that. You'll notice this is a elasticized gaiter up on the top. Stops debris from getting inside the boot, and 1 huge Velcro closure up at the top. And look at the height of that gaiter. So again, you can go through puddles and whatnot, and water's not going to creep up and over the top. Once you dive inside, take a look at that. That's a lot of padding down by your ankle area. It's not the safest thing we do. It's not the safest thing we love, these here dirt bikes, 4-wheelers. Invest in your safety, invest in good gear. And you should invest in the Comp boot from SixSixOne. You should put it in your shopping cart right here. It's as easy as that. Take your regular US shoe size, get the exact same size boot. Easy as that. But let's say you have questions. You should pick up the phone and you should give us a call. You should send us an email. You can click on the support tab and go straight to the sales guys. They'll get you dialed in. I'm Rob Fish. We're BikeBandit.com, and we love you. So you should like us. On Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.